My addiction had gotten to the point of I was hopeless. I had basically alienated myself from my wife and my kids. And it had gotten to the point of the lies. I couldn't keep covering things up. It was pretty much exposed. I had lost jobs. We were sinking fast, and my wife at the time decided that she needed to be out of that situation, her and the kids, and I don't blame her. So I woke up one morning. I had been up till about 4 o'clock in the morning the previous day, and I woke up by a Thurston County sheriff in my bedroom, informing me that I had 15 minutes to gather as many things as I could and get out of my house. I was still highly under the influence, and so I grabbed some things and left, and at that point I was homeless. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was jobless. I didn't have a vehicle. I needed some sort of hope, and I didn't have any. And I didn't honestly think that I was ever going to get that back.
Truly Motivated Transitional Living is a community of health, hope, and wholeness. And it's an opportunity for people to come suffering from the thralls of addiction, alcoholism, and whatever else plagues their life, to come, to rest, to find refuge from the storm.
Joe and I met at a sober living house in California. He had had his dysfunctions in life, and I had had mine, and God just really put us together right in the middle of that place.
I was angry at my father for leaving early on. And out of that anger and out of that insecurity that I had, I turned to drugs and alcohol and gangs, and I was a different person all the time. That landed me in prison, where I still continued to fuel my hate, my anger, and all that stuff, and the drug addiction. Finally got out of prison and met my wife.
God has just opened up doors one after the other until we've gotten to the place where we opened up TMTL in 2005.
We have a 32-bed facility, 4 houses, all within a 2-mile range of each other. Meeting facility that houses 7 meetings a week, AA, NA, Bible studies, also with the dining hall right there.
There is a simplicity to what TMTL is. It's not some big magic formula of becoming unaddicted. It's learning how to live life on life's terms.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
So much of addiction is wrapped up in fear, and when people come to TMTL, they are experiencing God's love in a very true and real way.
For so many years I just was lost out there. It was misery. It was just misery. The background I've come from, it's always been just me. That's who I trusted. And today I have a different outlook on that. I've been a drug addict for 30 plus years. And today I have people in my life that I know that I can trust. And in my addiction, I've never trusted anybody.
If you could surgically remove drugs and alcohol from society, you would reduce crime immediately by 70%, probably more.
I have 5 DWIs on my record, hit and runs. So every time something happened, they would just put me back in jail or a treatment center.
I've seen lots of programs come, lots of programs go. I've seen what works, I've seen what doesn't work.
I didn't have the tools or any means to quit.
And the things that work are the programs that establish a meaningful personal relationship with people, because that's where God works in people's lives. And it's exactly the kind of program that Joe and Carmen are doing that I've seen work.
Kenny, in a real way, was very scared of his own shadow. He was scared of failure. He suffers from bipolar, also some paranoid schizophrenia. Department of Corrections didn't give him a month and a half at our facility, and he's made it long past then. People can be loved and can cope and can recover from the mental health disorder and live with it in a fashion that is unbelievable.
Joe and Carmen just have what I call the instincts for this type of ministry. they are doing what Jesus did. They are reaching out to the marginalized in our society. And in doing that, they're really causing all of our congregations to ask several questions. One, where do I get involved? And then, how do I reach out to the marginalized in my community? And finally, how do we as a congregation begin to transform our neighborhoods, our cities, our towns for the sake of the gospel?
Give us this day our daily bread.
I kind of thought I'd had my shot and I missed, you know, and that's not true. I have the most amazing kids, you know, and they're my life. In the face of not even wanting to look their dad in the face, loved me when I was not able to show the right kind of love for them and wasn't able to love myself. Today we have so much fun. I have a brand new life today, a completely brand new life. I honestly didn't think that was going to be possible again.
There was always something special about Kara because she was very soft and very tender, and yet she kept people and the Lord at a distance.
I didn't feel. I just blocked it out.
And so I sat down with Dawn and explained to her what her daughter had been doing.
I started cutting.
Kara sat just frozen the whole time.
It was really scary.
So she was really scared because of the pain and the bleeding hadn't stopped.
It was just easier. I just didn't want to feel. I didn't want to believe that my mom was that mom.
When I came here, I was hopeless. I had no self-confidence left. I really didn't have a desire to live until I came to TMTL, and it's given me a hope.
Kara alone with the Lord first, then Dawn, and now the other daughter, Katie. And so together, slowly, that family, like an emerging army, has conquered. I think that you're going to see that they're going to have a mighty future as a family and ministry together.
And I believe without being here at TMTL, I would reoffend. I would still be into drugs. It lets me know that I don't ever have to go back to prison. I don't have to go back to drugs. This is my home, as well as my daughter's. It's wonderful. It truly is.
Lives are really being transformed by the uniqueness of the living experience.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver